Allosaurus. Plant eater. Giganotosaurus. Meat eater.
Do those two play together?
Look at this. This one lives in on the top of a volcano. This one lives in a forest. So these are far together. This is a parasite.
It's kind of little.
It's a baby.
So do some of them live together?
Well, technically the pterodactyl was on top of a mountain. So he's really close to the Giganotosaurus. Though the Giganotosaurus is the biggest meat eater, bigger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex. See? But this one has the scariest more face than this one. But to me, that in real life, the T-Rexes eat mostly people. And the biggest meat eater, bigger than the Giganotosaurus, is the Indominus Rex. But the one that's close to Indominus Rex is the Spinosaurus, which comes from Jurassic Park. The Spinosaurus and the T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus, the pterodactyls, come from Jurassic World. So yeah, this is a parasite. So these ones are plant eaters, really. So yeah, this one is what I train, raptors. Raptors are what I train. Which this is a raptor, and this is a raptor. And this one's white, and this one's blue. This one's name Charlie. This one's name Blue. And raptors stick up with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And kind of, I have to tell you something. That really, Spinosaurus is like the fight T-Rexes. Like the Spinosaurus can go like bit. And the Tyrannosaurus Rex can bit its fin, which the Spinosaurus uses its fin to help it swim. So if this was the water, he could swim with his fin, and then he's not going to drown. Because he goes underwater, and he's looking for fish, and he has his fin to help him to get fish. But really, this one is called, Mommy, what is this one called? Okay, now this one has the same feet as the Spinosaurus, which it's a Spinosaurus. It's a different Spinosaurus. It has two legs to stand on the ground. This one's a different Spinosaurus, which these two are the same Spinosauruses, because they both have fins. So Spinosauruses can walk on their hands and their feet. This one can walk on its hands, feet, for that, sure. But when it's standing up, it's like this. So yes. And this one is a Bronto. Brontos are really nice. They're just plant eaters. They have this wacky tail to defend themselves. So yeah. Now this one is the one you're gonna like. A trike. A trike has 2 horns to defend itself. This one's named Jumpy. This one is named Chomps. So he likes to chomp on everybody. He's a plant eater. This one's a plant eater. This one's a meat eater. These ones want to fight together. They just want to go. They use their horns to go like they just go like. But really, in real life, this one is a plant eater, but this one is just a meat eater. Usually, Triceratops is the scientists thought that Triceratops were pretty much water types, but technically they're land types. The pterodactyls are air types. The pterodactyls are air types, which they like to fly everywhere. They're sort of like meat eaters. They're team with the Giganotosaurus. The Giganot and the pterodactyls claim like different, like the Giganotosaurus' mouth. So they live together. They like stay together. Though this one is far away than this one. So these ones like to live together. The Giganotosaurus is pretty much the biggest meat eater. It's bigger in real life. This Giganotosaurus is bigger than the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the raptors. And the Giganotosaurus is supposed to be king of the land of Jurassic World. But actually, since the T-Rex killed it, the Dominus Rex, now the T-Rex is king of Jurassic World. And the Kylosaurus were pretty much on T-Rex's team. They have this spikes on them. This one has a spikes on them and a wacky tail. Like it goes like tail, pow, pow. It feels like, and yeah. But the Brontos, on the other hand, they're exactly on. This one is another Bronto, which this one has a really long tail. This one has a real long tail. This is what we call a Parasaurus. Parasauruses are much too smaller than Brontos. And the Parasauruses are pretty much the moms. This one is a baby Parasaurology. This one is a sister Parasaurology. This one, this one has a longer tail than the Bronto. So this one is bigger than this one. Though it has a shorter neck than this one. But technically in real life, these are 2 Brontos. Though this one has a fuller neck and this one has a longer neck. So yeah. And so the raptors, on the other hand, when they're tackling, they say this. But when in real life, they just say the regular roar. They just say. So yeah, this is when they're tackling. This one is a regular. And yeah, that's really what I can say. That's all the dinos. But I have one last thing. This one is a Smash Bro. So this one has a really bouncy head. Really passing the head. This one is closest to the Calosaurus, which the Calosauruses and this one like to live each other. This one likes to smash people. This one is a really dangerous dino. It just like to smash people in the the chest. And the Spinosaurus, on the other hand, well, let's say the Spinosaurus is closer to, bigger. But and that's really what I can say.
Question.